Hi, this is Andreas, also known as Andy Gold. I'm sorry, I think I got the sound wrong in this, and the game sound is too loud, but there you are. I'm sorry about that. Here we go. Hi, this is Andreas, Andy Gold, playing Banished in hard mode. If you wanted to set up things, I'm just aware that some people might not have seen the first video. Go and watch it now. It gets you to this point in the game where we are past the first winter. Just quickly, let me see. The map is Stranita 689-122-696 is the seed for valleys on large terrain with fair climate, with the disasters are on, and it's in hard mode. Okay. So this is video 2, and it's 1 o'clock now. Well, I just took a few minutes from the last video just to collect my thoughts and see where I was going next with this. So we've already got 4 houses, the woodcutter, and the way that we built that was you build 2 houses, you then build the gatherer and get him going ASAP. Sorry, you build the gatherer first. Let's just start that again. You come on, you put your cart, which was parked here. You put a storage area down, stockpile, and then you gather some resources. I gathered some resources from here: iron, stone, and wood. Then you go over here and you place the gatherer's unit. As soon as that's built, you put 4 workers on it. Whilst it's being built, you set out 2 houses near your stockpile, and then you let the game run till that's nearly built. And then the next thing to build is also a tip: put another stockpile in close to this house, so if you're clearing any resources from there, they're not walking all the way back over to this stockpile. They can put them on that stockpile. We can remove this stockpile later, they're free, so you can put them anywhere, but don't make them too big. Is another tip: make them 3x3 or maximum maybe 5x5, because the bigger they are and the more stuff will go on, and the longer they take to empty if you want to move them. And when I take this one down, it will bring the stock from this stockpile over to this 2x7 that I've got next to the bar. Could have actually made that into a 6x2 actually. It should have been a 6x2. If it ever empties, I might cut it down, but it doesn't really matter. Then we built after we built the barn, prioritised the stockpile first, so that any resources that played from the barn area put on this stockpile, then will be used back on the barn again, rather than being carried all the way over here. That's how you speed things up. Then put your woodcutter on, and then as soon as that woodcutter is built, of course employ a woodcutter. The gatherer, as soon as that's finished, it needs 4 gatherers applied to it. Then we did the next thing was to put in a blacksmith, because you need tools, and the tools run out really quickly. We've only got 7 iron tools left, and as soon as we can get coal going, we can start making steel tools which last longer than the iron tools. And there is a mod actually you can get which makes something like tungsten carbide ones when you get, you know, some other materials in it. Anyway, after the blacksmiths, we then put in another 2 houses, and again we moved the positions of these are all important. The main point is that we're outside of this circle for the gatherer's unit, because the gatherer's hut needs as much land as possible, and we're going to put also a forestry lodge in there next to this. And since we're working at this side, we'll bring the forestry lodge down this way, and then there's only those 2 buildings, and a herbalist that will go in there as well later. So the hunter's lodge is important. and the herbalist is important. The herbalist is more important actually to be in here, so we might put the herbalist lodge in next, and then the forestry lodge, if we can get it. See, the forest is actually going all the way up to there, and I could use my flattened terrain tool to get that flat, but we've got forests all on the edge of that. We're trying to maximise that circumference, so we've got trees all around, yeah, and it's in a good position. But that would have been a good place for the forestry thing, but it's good. It's even better place for the gatherers, because then you maximise the gathering area. Because trees are going to grow there anyway, even if they're outside of the forestry area. So we don't need to worry about it too much. The gatherers, mushrooms, roots, berries, they grow in abundance near the mature trees, so the darker trees. The lighter green trees are the ones that are just starting to grow. So you can actually cut them down, but get more wood from them, I think, is the technical algorithm that's applied to them. You should get more wood from the more mature trees and harder wood than you do from the younger trees. Well, I don't know if that's a fact, but it's usually the case in these. Then after we've built the things we've already said, we're now building the schoolhouse. Okay, and as you can see, the schoolhouse is nearly complete. The next thing we're going to do is we're just going to start the game going again. So we're now at number 2, and then we'll put in, let's see, we'll have the forestry lodge going in, and the closer we can build it to the rest of these 4 buildings, the better, really, because then the people have less room to travel. So putting it the other side won't improve our lot, because there's mountains over there anyway. So where is the forestry lodge? And on a larger scale, larger picture of it all, it might be better if I can get the forestry lodge in. Just get rid of some of these screens. Storage barn has got stuff in it. It's got 3 high coats as well, which is what we brought with us. We'll put the schoolhouse over there, so you can just see. Blacksmith's making tools. I won't worry about the gathering set, and I won't worry about the stockpile. So now we can see what I'm doing. We will go forestry lodge. This is going to keep the forest going, and yes, it'll be okay there. One of the things I can do is I can flatten this with the flattened terrain tool, and that'll get some more trees in there. But we've got plenty of trees around the sides here as well. Now, just initially on that, there might be a little bit of room down the side there to put another, we'll say a 2x6 storage stockpile. Okay, that doesn't interfere with this radius. It might interfere slightly with that one because the house is just touching in it. You don't have to worry too much about it, you know. But that's basically what we're trying to do. So now he's clearing those resources. Any of the resources that are cleared from there should be put on this place here. What we're going to do is we're going to get the labourers. Let me bring that window back up again, because I need that one. So we've got the schoolhouse being built, which should be done first. I like to put those at the top, and that stone goes there. Now there's no point in building the leather maker, the jacket, the tailor, until after you've got the forestry lodge done, because the forestry provides the hides from the deer's, the hunter's lodge on, because the hunter's lodge provides the hides from the deers for the tailor to make the clothes with, and we're going to be doing that in a short while. So now we've got the forestry going, we'll soon want some more houses because we're running out of people. We've only got 2 labourers and 3 builders. We're just checking that One of them's the woodcutter. He'll be labouring at the moment because he has got no trees to work, which is a bad thing. I should make sure I get plenty of wood. And I might just go and grab a load of that wood. I've only got one stone left as well. So let's just go and have a mad few minutes. They can actually survive through the winters now. So the most important thing at this point is not to build any more houses because the food will run short. We could put a hunter's lodge in straight away anyway, but the closer the hunter's lodge is to the barn, the better, because the hunter fills up the stuff on the barn, and also we've got the new storage facilities either side, so you know, and the stockpiles. They can also cross this little tiny river here, so it's not a problem. So if we go for a hunter's lodge, I want to just prioritise that school actually, because I don't want stupid people in my village. So that basically poses that. The labourers will work on that. The two labourers will work on the forestry lodge. I'll go up to speed 5. Yeah, speed 5. And the 3 builders will come down and work on this on the school, which is needs some more wood. So we'll get the wood from and we'll actually put the priority on the wood because we're not getting firewood. Let's build. We're going to take a season now and keep just 4 houses. See, if I'd have not put that gap in there, that would have not been inside. Not bothered. You can reclaim the house and put it and dismantle it again. And a certain amount of the resources, the stone and the wood, you can put back on the pile. So it's not a total waste, you make a mistake. So let me get about 100 wood. It's only late spring. I also want to get the fishing lodge going. The fishing lodge might be better on this point here, only because I'm thinking of the shortest distance back to the barn. And the fishing lodge is another one with 4 people in it. But we'll go for the hunting lodge after the forestry lodge. We've got 3 builders now, we've got 4 labourers, so I'll put 4 builders on, we're able to finish the school, maybe 5, and leave 2 labourers doing the things. See, so long as now you don't actually build any more houses, we'll just take a look through the houses, and I'll slow the time down just while we're doing that. We'll just take a look through the houses. Let me get rid of the stockpile. We've got house number 1, house number 2, which is still quite full of people. Yeah, that's got 1 family in it with 1 child that is not school age, because they don't go to school until they're 10, and then they finish school when they're 20. And if they become 10 and there's no school available, they get go straight into labouring, and they're uneducated. Also, the mod for the school, which I like, actually it puts 2 teachers in the school, whereas currently you can only have 1 teacher. And the point being is that they educate faster. I'm not sure whether they leave school earlier, maybe at 15, but certainly I think all that should be changed, I think children should go to school from the age of 5, and in most countries, a child is almost a man when he's 9-year-old. I have an African friend, and he said, I was a man when I was 9-year-old, killed my first lion, they took the village rights, they become men when they're 9-year-old, they can take a wife, anyway, I ain't going to debate those issues with anyone, but I'm just saying, in the game, I think, like in the American West, in days of old when the pioneers went out there, when my family did actually go, a lot of my surname families are pioneers who were buried out in the States from the 1800s. So I think that the kids who go to school from 5, they should learn foraging and all that up to the age of 5, because they go out with the parents doing it, and then go from 5 through till the school's ready. So we'll go and get us a teacher. Now we will not get labour, by the way. This is another bad thing about putting the school on early, is that you won't get any labourers. But you don't want the labourers, because just labourers, uneducated labourers, are going to work slower. So the key to production in this is to have educated people who work faster. Incidentally, the mod for the school works that you can actually put 2 teachers on it, like I said earlier, and so if one teacher dies, what currently happens in the default game, if this teacher dies, then all the kids come out of school. I can't put 2 teachers on that school. Where's the schoolhouse? There it is. I can only have 1. Okay. So take that teacher back out there. So I've got 1 teacher in the school. If that teacher dies, all of the kids go back to labouring, even if they've only got a year to go. The age of these people in one season cycle, from early spring through to early spring, the citizens age 2.5 times. So it only takes 4 seasons for them to get to the age of 10, another 4 seasons for them to get to the age of 20. But you have various mods that can speed that up as well. And of course, if you're going twice as fast, you can cycle through your seasons quicker. So what else was I saying about the schoolhouse? Yeah, the thing is, once the kids have gone to back to labouring, if you get another teacher, they don't then go back to school, which I think is stupid. If you put another teacher in, they should then go back into education. And if you did it that way, then they would continue on the rest of the education until they may be 22 and they leave school, or 24 and they leave school. But I think that's still too late, because in reality, even in the West, when the pioneers went out to the American West, most children learnt all the berry collecting and all the how to live part from the parents up to about the age of 4 or 5, and then they went to school, if there was a school available, when there was no towns and law and order. And then they was finished by the time there was 9 or 10, and they was expected to go and work, and learn a trade. And if you was to learn a trade, then become another student of a trade, I think the citizens should be placed with any people like the blacksmith to work alongside him as his support, his labourer. And then once he's done that for 4 years, he would be qualified. Okay. Anyway, that's just my take on the game and what the mods should be. So the Forestwood Lodge is coming on. We still need stone. And I was just going to take a look at the houses, wasn't I? So let's do that now. I digress. So the main thing from this window here, you derive that there are no people, because it will tell you there, that are homeless. There's 1 family in the first house, there's more than 1 family in the second house. Mind you, it's only 15, but that's how we got him. It's only the second year. And this guy here looks like there's 2 kids who just turned 10 and a child, so that was a family with 3 kids. And this one here looks like everybody else. So those are obviously the parents, and then a blacksmith when he's 14. You don't get that even if you've been playing the game for a while. They need to be like 24, don't they? I mean, a labourer could be, but they're educated. I think all these people are educated. Oh, that one's not educated. So anyway, so those are how the houses are placed out. One other thing to look, just if interest, is to look through the inventory of each of the houses in relation to how much stock we've got left. And we've got 2,500, more than 2,500 onions, roots, mushrooms and berries. We've only got 2 hide coats, and we've got 17 iron tools, so we've got plenty of tools. On the stockpiles, we haven't got any wood. Have a look for a summary of the wood. So I'm going to have to go and get some wood sorted out. But all these houses have taken quite a lot of stuff. They haven't got any firewood. Or 27 firewood there, 38 firewood, 15 firewood, 40 firewood. Now, one of the things I've noticed is that you should make allowance of 100 per house. So that's why I set 400 on the woodcutter. Remember, I put 400 on. So because I'm going to be building 4 houses, so that's not going to help if I don't have enough wood for it. So let me go and gather some more resources. Let's take everything from there, because we haven't got no stone. In fact, I might as well have all of that there as well. And what's he got? Blacksmith. He hasn't got any iron. Oh, he hasn't got any wood. Because he's making wood. He made 17 last year, but that was his first year. Oh no, this was his first year. Previous season he didn't make anything, so he's only just come about in the early spring. Now we're at summer 2. Incidentally, if you don't know how these seasons work, you've got 12 months in the year, of course. January would be early spring, February would be middle spring, March would be late spring. Then you've got early summer, middle summer, late summer, and then you've got early autumn, middle autumn, late autumn, or fall. If you're American, you'd say early fall, middle fall, late fall, and then you've got early winter, middle winter, which would be October, November and December. Late winter is December, when the weather is at the harshest. But we know in reality, of course, that all at one student. Now, the way to combat the default setting in the teachers thing, which I was going to say, when a teacher dies, you lose all them students. But there is another thing. If you have 2 schoolhouses with 1 teacher in each one, the chances of them both dying together are pretty rare. And if that happens, then you just have to deal with it. You could have 3 houses. But if you have 2 schoolhouses, when this teacher dies or is incapacitated or something goes wrong with the building or whatever, instead of all the children being wasted, all their education being wasted and going off as a labourers uneducated, they move to the next nearest schoolhouse. So, just to remind me, while I'm thinking about it, one of the things I'm going to do is bung another schoolhouse in, but I ain't going to let it build. And we'll turn that schoolhouse round the that way, and we'll put it opposite. Okay? And then I will pause it, because I don't want it to interfere with anything else. But that'll remind me to come on. You see the pause symbol in the icon. Right, we're just going to have a look at the. We've got firewood and we've got iron. So the 2 guys there should be okay. Oh, firewood's on the way. We need to really build up the stockpile. We've got 222 firewood though, so I think we're going to be okay. But the reason why people die in this game, why your villagers die, is mainly because you expand too quickly. Any more houses on now, you don't need them. I've only got 4 houses because that was enough just to stop people from being homeless and not have a place to eat and sleep. And then everything else was basically, you know, keeping the firewood and the food going. So there's the blacksmith. We need to complete this forestry lodge building here. So we don't want to take out any of these dark trees because that's where the gatherer's hut is making his. If we take out all the green trees, we won't have any of the herbs. All these little things here, you can see those little flat piles of things, those are all the berries and the herbs and stuff. Now we'll get a herbalist in because the herbalist, we notice we've got down to 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 hearts is the health of the citizens, okay, general health, and the herbalist also gets his best quota from being in the forest area. So just to remind me, we need the herbalist, and you've got a mod for the herbalist as well where you can put 3 in there. Let's have a look. I would actually like to get him as close as I can. Maybe there. Yeah, because I did say that I might flatten this mountain down a little bit. So if I put him in there, that should give me enough radius for the herbalist. And again I'm going to pause him. So because that building's undertaken, I'm going to leave that out like that. That building's undertaken, but I don't need it yet, so I'm not going to go there. We've got 14 wood, so that's keeping the blacksmith and the firewood maker happy for now. So, but for this building, I've got all the wood I needed. I need 6 of 12 stone. I'm just going to keep checking. We've got 1 woodcutter, we've got 4 gatherers, we've got 1 blacksmith, we've got 1 teacher. And you see that stockpile there, it's quite full, look. 18 logs. Anyhow, so we're going to, the labourers are still gathering that stuff there. So now what I'm going to do is put a priority on this building here. Get them to finish it up. And then we also need now to think about putting in a hunter. Now if you noticed around, I did see some deer walking around here. There they are, look. Look, there's those deer there. Oh dear. So we will be putting a hunting lodge in there, perhaps, like so. Let me just overlap that so I can see what we did there. We don't need the schoolhouse one anymore. So I've given myself enough view to see right down there, so that you can see late summer 2 reserve of logs is low. So hunting cabin, right? But if we have that one in there, I'm just looking at the perimeter, see where the perimeter goes. That would be quite a good place to put that. So the line actually crosses where this forestry, this lodge is here. So there would be where the first one would maybe be going, and we could maybe turn it around as well. It doesn't alter the circumference, the layout of the thing. maybe we could put it straight there like that. That's about the closest I can get it. So the hunting cabin can go in there. We could also have another hunting cabin in here. Now this is the thing about this hunting cabin business. I noticed when I had 3 hunting cabins, I had one in a place like that where it was all fully thickness of trees, another one in a town area, and another one in an area where there was no trees, just grass. I'd cleared out, I'd stripped it all out. And yet, this one had like 3 workers on it, in the forest where there's supposed to be loads of animals. The one in the village where there's supposed to be less animals had 2 workers on it, and the one over here had 1 animal, one worker, and yet it had over 600 slaughter-ins, 600 killers, and I would have said there's nothing between them. I noticed somebody else was saying on another blog that you can actually get away with just putting 1 person in the hunter lodge. Now these overlap ever so slightly there, and what I was going to suggest is that I'd try and get it just right on the river, of course. I'm looking at the perimeter just here, this perimeter here, which is that hunting lodge goes to this perimeter. Or did it go to that one? Right, anyway, so maybe the best place to put that hunting lodge might just be there. And he'll cross the river. It's only a hop and a skip and a jump away. So we'll have that one in there as well. 15 resources and 12 stone. So I don't want that one being built just yet. But I could have them clear the resources so I can see that there's a building there. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm thinking about it, these are the things that you've got to remember when you're doing anything like that, is to just clear all of the resources just from that little area there. Perhaps. And put yourself down a stockpile just there, 3x3. Why 3x3? Because, as I've said before, if you need to move that stockpile, which we probably will do, the best, smallest ones will move quickly, more quickly. See, that was not now becoming the main stockpile, but that's okay because I fully intend to turn this one into pastures. We need a fishing dock as well now. So how are we getting on with that one? Forestry Lodge is coming on. The hunting cabin will come on next. Forestry Lodge is nearly finished. Hunting cabin after that. And we've also got the herbalist to come on as well. We want the herbalist as well up there as well. So I won't touch him on just yet. Hunting cabin, forestry lodge. Right, I think we can speed up now. Because I can think. I can think now. I've got everything running. Let's have some more trees. We'll remove all of those resources from that area there on tracks. We don't need actually cancel removal. We don't need the iron just yet. And basically what we're saying is it's the time it's going to take. I do need the forestry. Yeah, I do need that wood. I'm only picking that because it's the closest to one of the stockpiles in the main house. So we will prioritise that wood. We must have the wood. So I've got the forestry lodge. So I'm going to just put one forest lodge on that lodge. But obviously you can have up to 3 on there. And when you have 3, they will plant and cut down faster, we hope. I haven't really tested that one. How much it produces. Forestry lodge. And again, forestry lodge, take that up to 400 because we've got 4 houses. It's just a basic stat I want to say. With the gatherer's hut, I took it to 6,000 because it was at 5,000. But it's the food limit overall, counting fish, deer, herbs, and all the stuff on these buildings. So, yeah. We'll just check on the state of things. One high code. We need to get the tailor sorted now because we're now building the hunting cabin. Then we'll be building the herbalist. So we'll just pause the herbalist because we don't want any of those. Well, we could unpause it until we've got 9 trees taken down because we're going to need that space for the building anyway. This hunting cabin would be paused if we didn't have enough firewood because it's winter now and we're coming into late autumn, and then we've got early winter, we've got late autumn, which is cold as well, then we've got early winter, middle winter and late winter. That's when all this firewood's going to be used up. We've nearly got our maximum capacity, but I've just got to make sure that I don't run out of wood or else the wood chopper will stop working. I want you to notice that we have not used any more built any more buildings. We're moving on at the speed of 5 here as well, so look, there's the deer there, which that one would actually take care of. So as soon as I've got 34 and 12, I might put the other hunting lodge on after I've built the hunting cabin here. We've got 17 wood. We only need another 9. 1 more stone. 7 more wood. And I've got 17 wood. So that's good. So now I will then quality this. The hunting lodge. We've got 5 builders. No one's died. Early winter. We've got plenty of food. I think all of the houses have got plenty of inventory to get them through the winter. 25 firewood, 14, 47 and 27, and we've got 373, so we've got plenty of firewood. We've got at least 20, 2 roots there, but in the I've got 279 roots. So if anybody, I've had this before though, where I've had somebody suddenly starve, but how is that possible when all of the houses have got food and there's plenty of food coming in, you know? So that's about the best I can say with that. So we're in early winter, we're running at 5 speed. We've got the hunting lodge underway. It's now stopped resource gathering, so the labourers aren't working now. There ain't no labourers anyway, so they're all banging away at this hunting lodge. Right, so if I put you can have up to 3 people in the hunting lodge. I'm going to put one on labouring now and change him over to a hunter. So we've got one hunter there, and now I'm going to put on the turn on the herbalist because he looks after the health. Oh well, yeah, the herbalist is getting built next. So I did impose it. So the hunter has already gathered 6 leather and 200 venison, and I was a little bit slow off the mark there. I should have also had the tailor ready. So with the tailor, he's not too far away from the other buildings, is he? I'll just bung the tailor in there, 1-2 streets. So I've got a nice little town going now, with a big gap down the middle. I'll be putting a well in there as well, but I just will be careful of the stone because a well costs 40 stone, and then we'll need a graveyard. The well is 40 stone, as you can see, and 4 wood. So I don't want to put that in just yet. We need 48 stone, so, and 32 wood. So I'll leave that off just while I go and collect some more stone. We'll have that stone there, and we'll put a priority on that. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of wood from this forestry, because they've given us 7 logs and 2 stone already. Okay, but I also want him to be planting more, but nothing I can do about that just yet. So we're in late winter, we're just coming up to the end of this video now, and it's been a long one because I've had it on slow so I can think and do a lot of explaining. He's currently at his limit, so we're going to make him up to 100. Okay, so previous he made 55 tools, now he's going to make 100 tools. The only reason why I'm building more tools than what I need is because I need the blacksmith in place all the time anyway, and if the tools become tradable items, they are very valuable. The next thing we're going to place is a fishing lodge, and the fishing lodge needs to go there, like that. Let me just explain and show you. If you put it in an arc, the available area of coastline is arced round and closing off, so you've got less and less water. The majority of the water can be had by putting it on a point of land, like that. So that'll do, because I've got more than half the circle. 50% of that circle has got the fishing dock, okay? So that's what's going on in there. I'm going to pause that because I don't want that to start interfering. There's nothing to clear. But the labourer will start bringing, if there are any labourers, will start bringing 30 wood and 26 stone, and I haven't got 30 wood and 26 stone. So let's get the resources from round here. By the way, that's the end of this video because we're now in early spring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down time and pause it here. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry that's been a long video, that's been about 3/4 of an hour here. But you know, whatever. Usually when I'm playing this game I can get to this stage without any worries. Real quick, I use it on when I'm concentrating when I'm not having to speak. You know. I get to that point on speed 5 in no time at all. Right, so if you follow that method of building in that order, go back through the video and list all the things down. I might even put the list in the order in the description of the video. There is also links in the video to my main website, which says here, how can this 51-year-old man, it doesn't matter whether you're a kid playing or whether you're an adult playing, how can I afford to stay at home playing games, right, when most people my age are slaving away in a factory, or, you know, working in a car showroom, or, you know, working in an office in a dreaded 9-to-5 job? Well, I have an income online that allows me to do almost anything I want. If I don't, in my travel to work, my commute to work is get out of bed and sit at my computer, come downstairs and get in the computer. I have a computer in my bedroom as well, so I can work on a night if I want, or I can work downstairs on a night. I have a little office in another room, so my commute to work is 0. I have a car, but I don't use it much, only for taking our last remaining fifth child we've got. We've got 5 kids. All the others have grown up and left the nest, as it were, from the nest. So I've got one left who I take to school very occasionally, but he usually goes on his bike. So I don't have to go to work, I don't have to go and answer to a boss. I'm my own boss, and I can show you how to do the same if you're interested. Go and have a check out the website to make money, and click on my Andrew Reynolds main thing. Also, if you go over to bloggingforprofit.co.uk, there's hyphens between the words, blogging-for-profit.co.uk, you'll see that I've got offers on there, and also I'm part of the Empower Network, which, you know, make quite a lot of money out. Go over to websites make money, that's website-make-money.com, and you'll find my Andrew Reynolds stuff. So, you know, you can contact me on the online chat on there. I've got my online chat window open on my other computer at the moment, and I did actually ignore somebody while I was making this video. So I did actually type to them and just quickly pause the video without you noticing, and chat back to them. You can do the same as me. It's not hard. It's just a matter of getting yourself a website and getting sorted out. Nothing happens online without a website. Everything, all money, even offline money, when people go into shops they usually research things online first before they go and buy them. Now, if you're in a position, you can sell things online, you can sell things via Amazon and Twitter, but you need to promote them with your own website, so that's where you use the website as a tool to draw people to your auctions and eBay and Amazon and Amazon sales, or you can sell things directly, like I have a lot of digital downloads on my websites, and I also work a lot with ClickBank. I'm a vendor on there, and I sell ebooks and videos and training courses, whatever. Anyway, thank you very much for your time. I've made this video a little bit even longer now, it's about 50 minutes I think. So thanks for your time, and I'll catch you in the next video at any point. Okay, go and have a look as well. I'll put a link in the description as well to it, and to the previous video if you missed that.